Welcome to the Cave of Despair. Alright, so this is that level 1 through 3 cave that I found hanging around. So we're going to go in here and do some harvesting. It's going to become evident very shortly that I am going to need a lot of ore to produce ammunition from my little pop gun. So the best place to find ore is in caves. Like I said, caves are a very good place to find resources, of which you need plenty. Lots and lots of resources. On a single run through an entire cave, if you go start to finish, and you will need to be higher than level 3, you also need to be higher than level 5, and probably higher than level 7. On a full run through a cave, you can expect to come out the other side with probably over 1500's worth of materials.
Hello, consumer. Thank you, consumer.
Alright, so now we have some ammunition. I'm going to turn the volume down slightly. It's also a good place to come and find poop. Organics, in other words. Very important items, organics. Anyway, some caves are really small. Some caves, not so much. And a lot of the time you'll find that, you come into a cave and, well, this one's got closed off on one end, so that's not so bad. But often you come across forks in a cave, where you can go left or right, or back the way you came. I strongly recommend hitting the B menu and, dumping things down to mark where your exit was. Fires is a really good way of doing it. But since this is a small cave, I don't need to worry about that. Think of it as breadcrumbs. They are on some of the larger caves, you will need breadcrumbs to find your way out, unless you have a recall stim. And I'm sure that'll come up later. So for the minute, I'm going to run around in here, collect some resources, farm some, farm some XP. Oh, and this stuff here. This is element X. You need a harvester for that stuff. So, and since you do actually need that stuff, let's go ahead and see if we can build one now. Mining. Oh, we only have a composter at the moment. That's no good. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to leave you for the minute. I'm going to go off and harvest and rank up a little bit, and then we'll go back to our base and clear out some of those level 8s. Alright, so in my wanderings through the cave, killing stuff, I did actually pick up the blueprints for the harvester. Blueprints do tend to fall as you need them. As you progress up through the levels, your armor will the blueprints for the armor will automatically progress up with you. You know what I mean? Probably not. But anyway, so now we have a harvester, so we can put that down. We have plenty of materials for it, so we're just going to build that right here, and we'll come back and we will get that on the way out. Caves, you can kind of sort of leave them unattended, as long as you stay in the cave. If you exit the cave, it's better just to close it down and self-destruct it so you can get some of the resources back, because there's no guarantee that nothing is going to destroy it in your absence. And the same can be said for resource piles, for the element X harvesters left out in the world. So I'm going to go back and continue hammering on some of these things and leveling up. Well, okay, I've just finished running through this cave. I've explored all the dead ends. Campfire. As you can see, I have progressed all the way up to level 6, which is rather nice. I'm going to leave that there. I think that's going to probably remain helpful, because I'll probably come through here again. You never know. Yep, I've been through and I've done a crap load of harvesting. Yeah, see, now when I came in here I had like 200 of a lot of this stuff. So, you know, now yeah, I got a little bit of gems, some more, some fossils. Pretty good stuff. I'm down on wood, but that's because I was putting down my breadcrumbs and miners. I've got to say, actually, with this particular cave, I've been... What, because I believe caves are generated randomly? The cave I did before with my other character, it was like one room inside the cave, and there was a chasm. A nice, deep, horrible chasm. And that's when I discovered, you know, how death works. But we'll go over that at a later date. I highly recommend killing everything you can get your paws on, because you're going to need those organics at a later date. So I'm just going to take all self-destruct. Yes. And when you destruct an item like that, you get 75% of its worth back. So it's not a big deal.
Hello, consumer.
I just wanted to get out of here with as much element X as I could. I really could have dumped a lot of those down, but it didn't seem necessary. Let's see here. I've got 200 so far, and I've barely started. This one's flashing red. He's finished mining out that particular area. Yes, you know, you can mine things to death. So we get another 100 out of him, and we will self-destruct him. Get all our bits back. And that's the exit. Oh, another blueprint. Oh yes, blueprints. A defense stem. Whilst I was in here, I collected quite a fair few blueprints. So we'll take a quick look at that too. Let's see. Oh, things flash when you get upgrades for them. So, one of the blueprints I picked up was the force field door while I was in here, and also the generator. 2 items you actually need to complete your get rewards for tasks. How convenient! I'm just going to harvest these gems before I leave here. Because it all respawns on a timer. I think for the most part it's kind of sort of random. What generates where, regenerates where, I think. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, so let's go out of here. Oh god, it's dark outside again. Well, that's it for the minute. I just wanted to... Oh, you want to start something, huh? Yeah. Heh. I'm not level 3 anymore, motherfucker. Yep. So I just wanted to share that little bit of information with you. You know, when you get your pistol, entering a cave and working your way through it carefully. Obviously, you start with the level 1 through 3 cave. Can get you up in a couple of levels pretty quickly, and also get you a good head start on some much needed resources. So that's it for the minute. I guess my next job is going to be harvest a bunch of wood and make myself a set of armor. So I will see you again